Teamster Power 767 Reality Check with Jeff Schenfeld and Garfield Hooper. How you doing? This is Teamster Power 767 Reality Check. I'm Jeff Schenfeld.
And I'm Garfield Hooper.
I'd like to start today by giving a shout out to all the stewards out there who put it on the line every single day to take care of the members.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We appreciate all the stewards out there and BAs and everybody else that really puts on, put some of their lives and stuff on the back burner so that they can help protect members. But speaking of that, we're going to talk a little bit about the UAW strike today.
Yeah, very important.
So we gotta feel that most of our listening audience is probably going to be local people. So
yeah, absolutely.
The only one that's really going to possibly even affect us is going to be the UAW Local 276. They have a GM plant in Arlington.
Yeah, yep, that's the one here.
Right now they're not on strike, but I know that the UAW recently said that if they haven't made progress by the end of the week, they're going to announce some more locations to strike on Friday.
Yeah. Right now they're just was it 3 right now?
Yeah, it's just 3. There's 3. There's one in Wayne, Michigan, a Ford assembly plant. There's one in Toledo, Ohio. That's the Stellantis plant, and then there's a GM plant in Wettsville, Missouri. Total, that's about 13,000 UAW members that are striking out of close to 150,000.
And this tactic is new to me, and I'm not even, I guess, to you also.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how you feel about this.
I don't know yet. I mean, It's a tactic where the company may not know where we're striking or whatnot, but at the same time is just doing a full-on strike and to really put the pressure on. Now, if they start putting more places, is it just going to be a couple, or is it going to be a whole bunch? I don't know. I'm not going to say either way. It's just something I'm not used to.
Yeah. Usually when you think of a strike, you think of the whole everything going. But
absolutely.
This is obviously that's what we would have done had we gone to a strike. Maybe possibly we should have.
Maybe, but in hindsight.
But yeah, they're doing a partial strike right now. It's only 3. Like I said, there's the one Arlington plant in our center that would cover. And the reason why we wanted to talk about this is because a lot of members don't realize that we have protections from crossing strike lines.
Absolutely.
And Jeff, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, it's in Article 9, the protection of rights, specifically, in the struck goods. It shall not be a violation of this agreement, and it shall not be a cause for discharge or disciplinary action if any employer refuses to perform any service which his or her employer undertakes to perform as an ally of an employer or person whose employees are on strike. Bottom line here is any company that's striking doesn't have to be Teamsters. You do not have to cross the picket line to deliver things.
Absolutely.
And it's in the contract. The company understands that. Now, I had a specific case with that one. When I was a BA, there was an issue out in one of my outlying buildings. I got a call from someone on the O'Brien Zuckerman slate, and they had asked me. They said, "Listen, this is happening. I got a call from one of my UA friends, and hey, can you take care of this?" So right away, I called the and I was mad that one of our people had crossed, but I said, "This is going to be a teaching moment. I can't be mad. Maybe they didn't know whatnot." Yeah. So I called labor. I said, "Hey, listen, we're not doing this. You know that." And I said, we're just not going to. And they understood right away. They didn't fight me on it and whatnot. Next call was to the stewards. I said, listen, got them all on the phone. I said, listen, guys, we do not cross picket lines. It's struck goods. And I told them, I explained to them, I said, who was it? So I know who it was. And they told me who it was. And, I said, guys, listen, we can't do this. And, moving forward, you guys know this now, so better to make it a teaching moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much better. And so I called the driver. Said, "Hey, listen, not your fault. You've never been through this before, but we don't do this." I said, "I spoke with labor. You don't have to deliver here." So what happens? Take care of that. I get a call a couple hours later. Actually, a picture from one of the UAW reps. He goes, "What the hell is this?" It's a picture of a supervisor in a uniform in a UPS truck.
Oh, no.
I said, I will take care of this. I called labor back. I said, what the heck are you guys doing? The supervisor is wearing a uniform and he's in a package car. no uniform, no package car, or will call. Let them come pick it up.
Yeah.
From then on, and they understood for everything that we go through with the company. They knew right away, and they fixed that. They understand how that is, and it was first time I actually had to deal with that, but it was no brainer. It was easy, and I think the stewards knew. They knew moving forward. The driver did, and it's important. We have to stick by any other union that's going to say, hey, we're going to strike because we're not happy. We're not getting what we need. There are certain things we want, and we're going to stick with them. And besides that, on a separate note, when I was a BA, there was a UAW plant, I think it was in Marshall, Texas. I think the company was Prism or something like that. All the BAs, we walked the line with them. We did. That's a good feeling.
I would certainly like to hear about a lot more solidarity amongst unions when people are fighting these things. Like, obviously, I'm sure anybody listening has heard of the news about the UAW and the SAG-AFTRA strikes.
Yeah.
Or not the UAW, but the SAG-AFTRA and the writers' union strikes.
Yeah.
Going on in LA and all across the country. And like, I would love to see, like, because we know there's Teamsters locals there. Why aren't we seeing, BAs or presidents from those local unions going out there and be like, hey, we're Teamsters, we're supporting you. Now, obviously, in California, Teamsters are probably refusing to cross those lines. Those Teamsters is a big part of, those WGA strikes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I would love to see, there's I heard a few months back about there was a Waffle House that was striking.
Yeah.
Over on the East Coast somewhere.
Yeah.
I just recently read an article about a strip club in LA that struck and won their rights back.
Yeah.
Like they don't have a contract yet, but like that's they got the first step out of the way.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see like more like inter-union support when strikes like that and the UAW strikes are going on. Like if it does strike in Arlington, like. Maybe Dave or some of the BAs or whoever ought to go out there and be supportive.
And that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a day off and I was able to do it, I would do it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not a problem. Like if there was something going on in another part of the country, we want to support them. I would fly.
Yeah.
Fly 2 people out there from the local.
Yeah.
Make sure they show. Look, this is solidarity. This is what it's all about. I mean. We all have to stick together. We're all trying to get the same thing, just to be treated fair, and and if we show that, like it was a good feeling to be on the strike line. It's 97. That was something. With the UPS strike, it's a good feeling, and we were happy to help them out, and I would like you said, I wish there was more of it.
Yeah, and I think it would go a long way too towards. People, the public seeing that support because, unions have obviously made a big resurgence in the last few years.
Yeah.
And I can't complain about that. Like, obviously I wish some things had gone a little bit further, for our company, but, not necessarily to a strike. I just wish, the negotiations had gone a little bit better.
Yeah.
But, we're the largest. Teamsters with UPS is the largest union contract in the nation.
Yep.
And I think it would mean a lot to not only the public, but probably the other unions for Teamsters to put that support out behind them as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I disagree about that. I mean, it's how we get stronger. Yeah. That's how we get stronger, by doing this stuff. And it's little by little. And, everything is built from the ground up, not the top down. And more people, if you see more and more people, interacting, different, unions or whatnot, and different locals within the Teamsters interacting and doing things like that, I think a different attitude would come out of that.
Yeah.
So,
And it just, I want to put the point across too about that Article 9 stuff is like, it doesn't matter if it's a nationwide UAW strike or a Starbucks.
Yep.
In some city you happen to be visiting.
Yep.
If that one Starbucks location is picketing, like don't go in that Starbucks. Chances are there's going to be another one in another block or two if you're walking somewhere. Go to that one.
That's a given. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to. I don't care. I'm with my wife. I just wait. The strike. No, we'll go to the next one.
Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, don't. I mean, just. I mean, obviously, in a professional capacity, we can't be disciplined for striking,
Nope.
but for not crossing a picket line, a strike line.
Can't.
But like, even in your personal life, just don't do it.
Yeah, just follow it through.
Yeah, show those people that are fighting for better rights. There's been a lot of people that have shed blood, sweat, and tears to get the rights that a lot of us have now, and show some appreciation.
Absolutely, I agree. So, but that's I just wanted to discuss a little bit about that because with the UAW strike, it's there's a lot more things involved with that, and it's just in unions in general. And we just wanted to bring up some topics, that are involved with it, even though it is, again, the UAW. There's no reason why we can't help them out. Why, we have to understand what they're going through, picket with them if we can, just do all sorts of things, know full well that we're protected in our contract, that we don't have to cross the picket line and stuff like that. So, if we can get that across and people understand it, that's good.
We're all brothers and sisters. And if they're fighting for a higher wage, that just or better benefits, that affects everybody. Like just like all the media attention we got for we're all making $170,000 a year now.
Right.
I mean, everybody we know and everybody listening to this knows that's bullshit. But the number of people that are just like, I want to work for UPS now, or maybe if these guys are getting paid $170,000 to sling packages, maybe I should ask for a raise at my office job that's paying me $35K or $40K a year.
Yeah. I mean, if it helps spark something.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad we covered these topics. This is Teamster Power 767 Reality Check. I'm Jeff Schenfeld.
And I'm Garfield Hooper. Our experiences deal largely with the Southern Region Supplement. This is just an information podcast, and if you have questions, it's best to contact your local store or business agent.
And remember, strong people stand up for themselves, but the strongest people stand up for others.